Well, I found out I work a year and a half or so on a particular piece like the Samuel Barber concerto, which I liked as a kid, and I sort of wanted to pay back Samuel Barber for having written it and for my feeling about it. And I played it 3 times and thought, that's all I care about playing this piece, 3 times. And if I'm going to work a year and a half on a piece to play it 3 times, I'm sure there's something better I could do in that year and a half. And I found out that in a month, I can have 3 hours of music that's unrepeatable even by me. I mean, I can't even get close to some of the music on here if I wanted to.
You say you're more interested in perhaps the harpsichord now. Would you ever return to the organ, as in the hymns and spheres?
Well, even the organ was something that was I heard, and it went into my system, out of my system, and I'm not sure it will ever recur. But you see, there's a purity in that that's impossible to get by repeated anythings. Like repeating, I had that very experience. Some of these, for example, if I had my tape recorder volume wrong, which was very easy to do since I was my own engineer and I running back between 2 rooms all the time, guessing at where everything should be, and then using the headphones as a guide to what the balance would be on these tapes. There were several occasions when I had to do something over, and I could never do it over. The first take was it.
And you couldn't have done these with an engineer either, probably.
I couldn't have done these with an engineer at all, no. And I would wake up, I had breakfast, I went out to the studio, and whether I jotted something down or not, it was just immediate. It was like the connection between closing the door of the studio, being in the room with the instruments, and hearing which instrument should be played. And, I'm even, up until the time I left here, I'm still working on some stuff there because this gave me the feeling that if I can do that in a month, I should be able to do more in a couple months. That's not true. You can do it when you can do it. And I was lucky enough to be able to do it when I could do it. I mean, I feel very fortunate. I started writing some notes about this stuff, and I realized that if I died, I would feel like I accomplished exactly everything I had to accomplish. Which doesn't mean I'm wishing to die now. But it's a wonderful feeling that I can't even remember until I listen again to some of this and realize how there's no way this could be done at any other time even by me.
Could we hear some more?
Yeah. Again, I'm choosing. Someone had their hand up. I don't know if. Oh.
Go.
When you're creating this music, you mentioned something about finding out what your life is about. What is your relationship to the larger audience that may or may not ever be there for this music? Do you think about that? Is that part of it?
Do you know that the universe, the solar system, uses an incredibly small fraction of the energy the sun gives off, and that scientists actually think that's wasted energy? Well, that's my answer.